So now they can hear us.
They can hear us.
Like, that's about it.
Let me know if my audio ever gets bad.
Okay.
Is my audio okay still?
It's alright. Yeah.
Fine. It'll do, I think.
Yeah.
I can get headphones that aren't AirPods.
Steve's video has 69 views. Nice. Nice.
That is tough.
Fenners has 94. Whoa. I just like, who is watching this? I just don't get it. I don't know 94 people to watch.
I tell 94 people to watch my stuff.
I just don't know that many people. If I told everybody I knew to watch it, there would not be 94 people.
Yeah.
That's cap.
Yeah, I don't know.
In college, August was gaining like 50 followers a day.
That's not true. This is not true. Okay, maybe it is true. I had 18 followers until we graduated.
Are you dead ass?
No, that was also a lie.
Nah, but you definitely gained a lot of followers every day, like dead ass.
I don't know about that. I feel like people always tell me my Instagram is like not easy to find. I don't know. I guess. Well, I go by August, but the username is Tino.
Yeah.
But your name's in the bio, so like, I don't know.
I'm just tricking.
Just manipulating them. They are my puppets.
My puppets is my Gemini rising. Yannick, what's your big three?
My big three? What does that mean?
For astrology.
Oh, I'm like, I don't know. I know I'm a Virgo.
You're a Virgo?
When is that? When's your birthday?
September 1st.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know any Virgos.
Well, now you do.
You know one. You know one exactly. Yannick Moo.
No, yeah. Besides,
I don't know what my sub signs are. I think actually one of them is Sagittarius. Pretty sure Chris told me that.
That makes sense.
wait, August. What are you?
I'm a Pisces Sun. Capricorn Moon, Gemini Rising.
I know I know a couple of Aquariuses, a couple of Aries. That's it.
Your sun sign and your rising sign are like your main personality signs. And your moon sign is like your emotions. Sort of.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm like not into that at all. Like I just don't follow it. Like I don't have no understanding of astrology.
Understandable.
We're ending the stream now.
That's it.
You can go.
We're going to find someone who actually knows their big three.
Exactly.
I'm a Scorpio rising, like the soccer mommy song.
Yeah, soccer mommy. Oh, we have to talk about music with Yannick. Doesn't Berlin have its own really big music culture?
On the swag.
I just remember like the one time you ever played music for me, Yannick, was like it was like senior year, like 8 in the morning or something. You're like, August, check this out. And it was like some like very intense like EDM metal screamo combination thing. And I was just like, what the fuck is happening?
That's funny.
Yeah.
I feel like I find like I'm sometimes good at finding like very niche, funny songs. Not ones that like I would listen to on a regular basis, but just like things that are funny.
Yeah.
But then my actual music taste, like things that I listen to regularly, is like super normie. I just like
Yeah.
Normie,
Normie.
normie culture.
Wait, do you use Spotify, right?
yeah, I have Spotify.
Just making sure. Just making sure.
Just making sure.
People of all creeds and cultures except Apple Music.
Yeah. So Hillary's not valid for that.
I can't believe Hillary just never has come on our show. And the one time it broke. I'm
No,
still,
yeah, the one.
I'm still
That's
upset
crazy. The
about it.
universe was not in it with us.
The universe just has not been wanting to give us Hillary.
That was actually tough, bro. We were like ready.
Yeah,
It'll be fun.
yeah.
It's
Hillary
okay.
is one of our very cool friends from Boston. Yes.
Okay.
You
Let's
ready?
get it on.
All right. Do you want to try?
I got it.
Okay.
Hello,
okay.
everyone. Welcome to Unlock the Swag. My name is Kevin. This is my co-host.
My name is August Escandon, which is short for Augustine, because it says that. And today we're here with Yannick. Yay! Everybody give Yannick a round of applause.
This will be the last show for a minute as we're going on break and August is going on his journey across the world.
Getting lost in the sauce. Yeah. Anyways, so we want to make it extra special, and that's why we brought on Yannick.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What do they call you, Yannick?
Yannick, and that's about it.
Yannick Moo.
How do you pronounce your full name?
You have a middle name?
I do have a middle name, Yannick Adrian Schlenzig, or I guess the like German pronunciation is like Yannick Adrian Schlenzig.
Oddly.
Like not that
Adrian
different, but
Schlenzik. Okay, that's pretty fire. It's pretty fire.
Yeah.
my mom was always super mad when we were kids because like people would call me Yannick and it's Yannick. It's like a higher A, I guess.
Wait, again.
Yeah, wait, what?
Like they would say it like it rhymes with like Sonic, like Yannick. But
What?
the
It's
name is Yannick.
Yannick.
Yeah.
Yannick. As
Does
opposed to Yannick.
It really doesn't bother me. Like I just
does not rhyme with Sonic, everybody.
I mean, it kind of still does. It's a slant rhyme. Anyways, you wanna?
Yeah, so Yannick here is a product design student at Berlin International University of Applied Science. He's an American German citizen. He knows about fashion. He grew up in Albuquerque for a bit. What else do you do, Yannick? Are there any important identity things that we're missing?
I guess I don't know. Like I'm a soccer player. I used to do ski racing, which is kind of unique because I don't think a lot of people from New Mexico did that. But I haven't really been able to do either of those things since coming here. Although soccer a little bit, but that's like canceled now because of Corona. Yeah, skiing obviously a bit less. Yeah, I don't know. I was into like ceramic sculpture for a long time, and that sort of transformed into product design, and that's what I'm doing now. And yeah, I'm pretty invested in what I'm studying, which is I think a good feeling.
That is great.
Tell us about like your geographic life story.
Yeah, so my parents moved to the United States 25 years ago, 1996. They moved to New York in Manhattan together, and they got married there. And then they moved after 3 years to San Francisco, and that's when my older brother was born. And then they moved to Kansas City, Kansas, which is like right in the middle of the United States, and like the complete opposite of what I am. But yeah, I was born there. And then when I was 2, we moved to Santa Fe, New Mexico, which is the capital. And then when I was 12, we moved to Albuquerque. And that's where I went to high school. And now I'm in Berlin.
Wow.
So I've been all over the map.
That's kind of crazy. I was born in Santa Fe, but when I was 2, we moved to Albuquerque. We like,
Miss each other.
Damn.
Yeah.
Y'all got multiple. Y'all have lived in multiple areas. I cannot relate. Except for like, no, I guess I went to China as a child, intermittently. But nonetheless.
why is Kansas City, Kansas, the opposite of Yannick? What does that mean?
Well, I only say that because it's kind of interesting. I had never been there until the summer that I actually moved to Berlin, because my parents moved from Albuquerque to Cape Cod that summer, which is near Boston, obviously. And so we did this big road trip like across the country, and we drove through Kansas City and like met some friends that my parents still had there. And it was sort of weird, like seeing the house that I spent like my first 2 years in, but I don't like have any memories of it at all, really. But yeah, I don't know. It's just sort of like suburban white America, I guess you could say. And I don't know. I just felt like I could not relate to it at all. Like it was just so like stereotypically like white America, and they were like pretty conservative and like, I don't know. It's like just huge like concrete roads everywhere, and it just I don't know, not ever a place I want to like, I don't know. It was cool to see, but not a place I want to go back to.
Valid. What would you say? I guess we should tackle like what was it like being like a first generation immigrant in like white immigrant culture? Because like you say like so stereotypically white. Obviously you're white, but obviously it's different because your parents are not from America.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I think it's different and it's not different. I mean, like European culture and like American culture, if I can say that, like tend not to I mean, I guess sort of like in the modern era, like in our current climate, like tend not to be so different. So I mean, there are some like slight differences, but I think it would be very different if I was like, if my parents were, I don't know, from like Nigeria or something, for instance, or from China even, right? I think that's pretty like crass cultural differences, whereas like Germany is in comparison not that different. Obviously there are some things that you definitely notice that I've also come to notice much more after moving to Germany. But yeah, I don't know. I was able to sort of like separate those things pretty well. If anything, like the thing that I know, like not just myself, but also my brother struggled with a bit was people saying like, "Oh, you're from Germany? Like, are you a Nazi?" And that was a joke that we kind of got a lot, and it was I don't know. It felt pretty weird because it was like I didn't even necessarily know more about German history and like World War II than like these other kids that like I was in my class with, but just because like, you know, they knew I had like a German passport or whatever, that was like automatically what I was associated with. Because I think like part of American culture is being very proud of the fact that they're like back-to-back World War champs.
Bruh, but yeah, literally, you're right.
So I mean, that's sort of, yeah. And like dealing with that, I know we like, especially when my brother was in 7th grade, there were some kids who like, I don't know, it was like borderline bullying. Like it wasn't great. And I don't know, which I mean, like you can sort of excuse and say, okay, they're kids, but also it's like obvious there's like a certain level of ignorance there, or just like not understanding that like German people today are not what they were like, I don't know, 80 years ago. And also that like, I don't know, like not all Germans were Nazis either. It's sort of like saying like all Americans are Trump supporters, I think. You could kind of like, that's kind of a silly argument, I guess. That's sort of what I compare it to, I guess.
Yeah. Since we're talking about it, like, what do you think of like the rise of neo-Nazis and like because they've sort of become like very important within American politics. Like, what is your opinion on that, I guess, or like reaction to that?
Interestingly enough, they're becoming also like almost relevant again in a way in Germany as well, which is sort of the thing you would least expect, because Germany, in my opinion, has actually done one of the better jobs, historically speaking, of like sort of repenting for like the bad things that happened. Obviously, it's not perfect, but the way like I tend to describe it is like in Germany, if you walk along like sidewalks, especially here in Berlin, all over the place, there's these little golden plaques. I think they're probably like brass or something. There's these little plaques laid into the sidewalk that say the names of like Jewish people who lived in that building, with like the date that they were taken to the concentration camp and the date that they died, etc. And so it's like a constant reminder, if you look at the ground, of like people who were just like taken out of their homes and moved to concentration camps, which is pretty crazy. And so that's like what you see almost on every street corner. Whereas if you go to like the American South, it's like Confederate flags on every street corner. That's sort of like the way I talk about it, although that's like not entirely true, but yeah. But like I said, like neo-Nazism, I guess, is also becoming relevant sort of again in Germany even. And I don't know, I think it's pretty crass because like there is like the generation that sort of experienced Nazism and that sort of kind of fascism like firsthand is becoming smaller and smaller as they grow older. You know, I think there's a like demographic within that like much older generation that maybe still is like, I guess, like pro-Nazi. And then there's, I think, a bigger demographic that's like, okay, we can never go back to that. And then also the like maybe the people who were like my grandparents who were born during the war and then saw Germany sort of having to like get support from the United States and build itself back up. I mean, not just the United States, other countries as well, obviously. But and so they were like, okay, we can't ever go back to that. But I think there's a younger generation that is far more disconnected from that, who like don't experience firsthand the like actual devastation that sort of thinking can bring about. And then they, I don't know, they feel like it's a okay thing to do, whereas it's like definitely not, or it's an okay thing to think, or even like an okay conversation to bring to the table, like whether or not the Holocaust was that bad, which is, I don't know, a comment I think one of the like far right politicians in Germany made, if I remember correctly. So I don't know. I think it's absolutely insane, actually. And I don't know. That's where I think like cancel culture, for instance, can be used effectively. It's just like canceling all of those people. Like, I don't think any of those people should have any kind of voice or like platform to stand on. And like, you know, there's the whole argument about like, okay, but that's not free speech. But I don't think free speech can exist if you want to define it as like everybody saying whatever they want to say. Free speech like doesn't really exist because it's sort of paradoxical. Because it's like some people saying like we want to take away the speech of other people. That's like not free speech. It's a long argument, but whatever.
I would definitely say that there is a point where speech becomes harmful.
Yeah.
And at that point, it's better to like deplatform those voices, which like is what cancel culture should do. But I don't think that's what it actually does.
No, it's not always applied effectively. I agree.
Yeah. I tried to cancel Big Pharma the other day. It didn't go very well.
What would you say is the big? Wait, can you? Am I lagging? Like probably, right?
No, you're good.
Okay. What is the biggest culture shock having moved to Berlin and perhaps like kind of been stuck there, I guess?
Culture shock. I think a lot of people sort of the things like I've experienced most with like my demographic, so like my group of like friends that are also my age, they all came up to me and asked me like, is American High School like High School Musical? And and in a way I was like, kinda. Like that's kind of what it felt like. Obviously like you don't have like the songs, but but in a way like I mean American or German high school is much more, I guess you could say, like stripped down, because education is, for like the most part, I'm going to say like 90% is like state funded in Germany, which means they don't fund like sports programs or like most like extracurricular activities become things you have to do on your own. So schools, including high schools and universities, and I mean, I guess like everything else, are just the schools. Like it's just an academic space. And then if you want to do other things, for the most part, you go to like club sports or like outside resources for that. And I think that was something that like a lot of people who I met, like from European and German like places, said they were sort of jealous of, that there was this sort of like team spirit and like school spirit, and having like a mascot for your school and like having colors and like graphic design and stuff at the school was something they sort of wish they could have had, which on the one hand I understand, because I do think it's like that kind of like culture in a high school or in a university is cool. But yeah, I mean, it's I think there's pros and cons to it. Yeah, I would say that's like on like a school level, definitely the biggest thing. In terms of like culture shock, I mean, I've been like visiting Germany since I was little, because my grandparents and extended family are all here, and so I've spent a lot of time here, and so culture shock probably wasn't as big for me as it would have been for somebody who's, I don't know, like never traveled to Germany, much less Europe. Yeah.
What do you think the biggest culture shock for like Kevin or me would be?
I think like a good answer to that would be like how crazy Germans are about separating their trash. So the way actually this is a pretty like niche but cool answer. So Germans, like, they separate all their trash. So all of like packaging, including like all like basically plastic packaging, goes into one separate container that gets recycled. Then you have like compost trash that goes into like another like trash can or whatever. Then you have paper, and you have glass, and then you have everything else, and then you have your refund bottles. So
I mean, that's
Yeah, so they're pretty good about it. Although they're not even like the best in the world, I don't think, but they do pretty good. And then all of the glass that you recycle, you have to separate into like brown, green, or white glass, and then you throw it.
Yo, you guys are winning. Like my apartment, like the recycle, like we like separated for the first week, and then we come to find out that a recycle bin, like you don't even need to separate. You just all dump it together. It's horrible. I mean, like
Yeah.
I mean, it's like whatever, but like not really though.
Are these all like separate bins inside your apartment?
I don't do all of it because I don't have enough space in my apartment, honestly. So I like try to do my best to recycle, like separate what I can. Like I separate the most important things. But yeah, I mean, like most like big like households have like at least 3 or 4 different like cans to like put different stuff in. And then there's the whole like refund bottle system, which is like if you have like an empty bottle like this, like you put this, there's like machines at every supermarket, every single one, and you just stick it in, and then you get like 25 cents for the bottle. And then you like, the idea is you get like a little receipt, and then you show it at your checkout, and then you get that much off. And so they like take the bottles, disinfect them, and then
Reuse. That's so cool.
do that for like pretty much most of the like cans, glass bottles, plastic bottles, beer bottles, everything.
That's so fun.
It's definitely cool. And you can even like, if you buy like a whole like crate of beer, for instance, like you can just bring the whole crate and just like shove it in the machine.
Oh,
But it creates like an incentive program, right?
Yeah.
And they add that money on top of what you would normally pay for. So it's not like you're like paying money from it necessarily if you buy the beer, but I mean, you could like, what a lot of then also what it leads to actually is a lot of homeless people walking around collecting all the bottles on the street, and then they'll go to a supermarket and like and
cash out.
And so like if you can basically in Germany, what you can do and what you do when you're like having a night out with your friends, you just like leave your beer bottles on the street, the sidewalk, and like if you come by the next day, they'll be gone. So that's like a sort of like a self-cleaning system in a way. It's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
It's cool. I probably saw something on Twitter about the United States will never have those because then it's like helping give money to poor people, and so the US will never have it.
Yeah.
Want to do the game?
Let's do the game.
The game.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you screen sharing, Yannick?
Yes, I will do that.
All right. So to the audience, today the game is basically Yannick is showing us things instead of us showing Yannick things, and so we're gonna guess. He's gonna show us his portfolio, and then we're gonna guess like
Oh, bet.
thing. And so to our viewers, if you guys also want to guess what stuff is, please feel free to chat it or whatever.
So,
Let's
yeah.
go. I'm hyped. I was not informed of this, but surprise.
Yeah.
Any reaction or like anything is, and I tried to like take out all the text, so it's not like explained what it is. You just kind of have the visual of what I.
Wait, so what are we doing? Are we just like rating it?
Guess what is going on? Guess what's going on?
Is that
I don't know if Leon is in the chat, but if he is, this is funny. It's one of my buddies.
very nice?
This is sort of like the portfolio, I guess.
Oh, bet.
Money sign Schlenzig. I still don't know what's going on here.
What is going? What is the red ball?
I think the project is like the display boxes, but I don't
I can't even
know.
That's basil. I mean, honestly, I like those display boxes though. I like the packaging. It's good. Fire.
So this was a
Wait,
project that we did for this like local company like here in Berlin, and they have this like hydroponic, or I guess it's called aquaponic system for like growing basil on a pretty like small urban scale. So they're like an urban farm, and they sell their basil and their and they do like fish farming as well, and they sell their fish to like supermarkets in Berlin. And what they wanted from us was a like a point of sale display. So, but that also served as a packaging. So they could like ship their products from their greenhouse, from their like farm here in Berlin to different different supermarkets in Berlin. So we like spent some time like designing how I would, or yeah, I spent some time designing how to like make it a packaging for the basil. And then they gave us all of these like cool like graphic elements to use. And I created some of my own, and then it sort of transforms into the point of sale display as well. It's not just the packaging. So it's a sort of like 2-in-1 system, I guess. Yeah, and then this would be like a canvas cover, like what's like on the side of like an 18-wheeler, like a big truck. And then the point is that you would like, I don't know if you can see it well, but on top of the yellow part is like return to sender. So the idea is you then send the boxes back to the farm, and then they can like disinfect it and then restock it with basil.
Yeah. Timmy says she guessed it.
All right, Timmy.
All right, Timmy. Whatever.
guessed what?
She guessed that it was a but I don't even know. She guessed that it was point of sale and packaging for the dro. I think these are succulent holders.
What? Wait.
They look like succulent holders to me.
Wait. Oh my god, bro. I have no idea. The thing in the back looks like a candle, but I don't think that's what it is. Unless a candle holder. But then
It has
like
signature
but then
Yannick Lenzig designer candle brand.
yeah, but the thing on the left is like I don't know what that is anymore. Like with the thing on top of the cylindric.
It's an air plant holder. It holds your air plants. I think. I don't know.
Yo, I have no idea, bro.
This was a line of vases that we designed using SolidWorks, which is a 3D modeling program. So it's supposed to be a family of vases, and so like yeah, holds like flowers or plants or stuff.
Wait,
Air plants.
that was like my first thought, and then I forgot about it. Like, not even gonna lie.
Living room, like some big flowers in them. I think I removed the picture or actually Photoshop. But yeah, so the point of this project was to have some like cool stuff for our university for like the gift shop that they want to make for like we have like speakers or guests come to the university. They want to be able to like give them something. And so the like design brief was to design vases that were in line with the design language of the university. So what I came up with. And my I guess the point I made with these vases was that the which is maybe not obvious upon first glance, or if like you don't know, but the like big selling point of the university for me is the fact that it's in Berlin. And that's why I think it's also called Berlin International, like it's in the name. So it's supposed to sort of like abstract this the Berlin TV tower, which is like I don't know, it's sort of like the famous like monument in Berlin. It's this huge TV tower that's like right in the middle. And so this is like these like little, I don't know, low poly shapes are supposed to show that. I don't know. You can look up like Berlin TV tower and you'll know what I mean. And I was just trying to like abstract that shape and make a vase out of it that looked sort of unique in its own way. That was yeah. And this was just sort of like the technical drawings from SolidWorks.
Yeah, technical drawings.
Whoa.
You look smart.
Oh, and they're all in metric. That's so nice.
Yeah, it's all metric millimeters, and you can even see like on the like right there, like they're like the angles of the little pyramid points. Thingies.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like hello from Berlin.
From the TV tower. Yeah. Timmy says those are modern Lorax trees. Were you okay? Like they're all like blue tones, but like, would you consider doing them in like freaking ochre and like sage green? And
I mean, there's infinite possibilities for these because it's a 3D model, and so the idea is to 3D print them actually. So yeah, like you have like kind of infinite possibilities in terms of color. I chose blue for these because like it's sort of the school colors, I guess, is like blue and white, and then there's some like accent colors, but main colors are blue and white, so that's what I chose. But just for like the render. But yeah, totally manipulatable, I guess.
yeah. Yeah.
Whoa. A speaker? A speaker, right? That has to be a speaker.
I already looked at these. These ones are so cool. They're so fun. Imagine you're at the skate park and then you just pull this out. And then everybody would respect
Wait,
you
that is
a little
actually
bit more.
so sick. What? That's so sick.
Yeah, so these are some cool speakers we did like in a Photoshop class that we had. It was like product design Photoshop thing. Yeah, so I just made this like in Photoshop, did some like shading and like shape, like selecting and cutting out and stuff. But yeah, it's sort of like it's a concept for a high-end luxury sort of.
We need the Yannick X JBL collab expeditiously.
That's so sick. Oh my god.
Expediently.
And they're supposed to be like kind of artistic, or like it's supposed to be sort of like kind of a piece of art and not just a speaker. For like really fancy people, I guess. So yeah, there's the first sketches that I did, which might be kind of cool to look at.
Those are cool sketches. Damn.
The one like on the top left with the little buttons. That's pretty funny.
Yeah,
Top
that one
left.
was like a concept that I like an idea that I had real quick, but I discarded it.
That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, so I told myself I would make use these like really kind of crappy Photoshop like drawings and make a proper 3D model out of it and actually render it and put it in my portfolio so it looks like much cooler than it does right now. But yeah, an idea that I had.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Singing Stones. Yeah, that's a good name.
Sculpture and sound.
Damn.
Magnitude and direction.
There you go.
Wait, would like the stone be able to hold if you like played bass that was too loud though? Like
You, like crack the stone.
It'll
That'd
just
also
turn
be
to dust.
that'd
It'll
be
just be
cool too.
pulverized.
Okay, wait. Let's see.
This is gonna be much harder to guess, I think. Also, because the first image does not like fully show what it
Wait,
does.
is the thing on the thing at the top like the packaging?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, good.
Timmy wanted to know what is your favorite singing stone?
Oh, what's my favorite? Definitely the small one. Small one has the most attitude for sure.
The small, like, granite-y one.
Yeah, exactly.
I like
Yeah.
the black one with like the ripples. That one's hard. That one's sick.
The marble one.
And yeah.
Yeah, I need to get in there and make some models and like have it actually look cool.
JBL collab, come
We
on.
actually need to be in production immediately.
Cedeno. Eduarda Cedeno.
Okay, I actually have no idea what this is. Like I like wait, okay.
It looks like you can kind of tell how
Yeah.
Look at the little Roman numerals. You can maybe try to figure it out.
no. No, I can't.
Too much.
Okay, Roman numerals. Let me
I've seen it already and I cannot fit it together in my brain. 1, 2, 4, 3.
I don't know. Is it just
Five,
a stepping stool? I don't know.
The scale is.
Oh, I get it. I think.
Maybe? Oh, okay.
It just looks like a square. It just looks like a rectangle.
So the idea is to have
is-
a box on the front of your bicycle for like your phone, and then you can put like your wallet and keys and stuff while you're riding your bike. It was a
Read it?
project in the second semester, and it's all about sort of like urban mobility and how the bicycle is like the optimal method of transportation because there's like zero carbon emissions and
And it's good for your health. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. See that? So the rubber bands threw me off, but they're to fix the phone in place.
Yeah, exactly. And we were also learning how to use like a laser cutter, and this is MDF, which is like a wood material that's used actually like more in furniture and stuff like this. So it's definitely not the optimal material, and it's not anything that I would ever like put into production or anything, but it's sort of a cool artifact. So yeah, we made like the outlines and then laser cut it and assembled it. And the like branding for the thing was this like hold. So if you go back up, like this logo down here, and you can see the little H is the same as the H that actually ends up holding the whole box together. If you look at the bottom right image there, I thought that was kind of clever. Yeah, and it was learning also like how you can go from like a very brittle material like this MDF and make like relief cuts and then like bend it and sort of manipulate materials and be smart about that. So this like big long piece wraps around the top or the bottom and creates this box. And the instructions for like assembling is like match like numbers, dotted lines, indicate rubber bands.
Is this big enough to hold like metal boba straws by any chance?
Aren't they retractable?
No.
Collapsible per se?
Collapsible boba straws. I don't know, but worth redesigning just to put metal boba straws in.
All right, cool.
I mean, that's like an iPhone 7, I guess, for
Yeah, for reference. It might be.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay, this one's probably gonna throw you off a bit.
One is 1970 imagining a 2016 taser. It shoots a beam of electricity and can tase people from up to 10 feet away.
Is that a ping pong ball or no?
It's like one of those like little kid marble spinny slides.
I have literally no idea, bro.
Yeah, I thought this is definitely like the most, I don't know, weird.
Actually, what a cell phone is going to look like in 10 years.
That's probably
It's a ping pong. If that's a ping pong ball, is that a ping pong ball? Like
it is, but
No.
you should know take this as like anything that to scale or should be functional. It's just sort of like a representation of space. So it's pretty like artistic actually.
So it's just a sculpture then.
Yeah, it's basically like a sculpture. It's like an artifact.
I don't know what it represents. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't guess.
I'll explain it. Here's some other just like detail images. So yeah, this was for a class called material design, and we sort of took a deep dive into like sheet metal. So this is just 1 millimeter thick steel. And we had it laser cut, and then we bent it ourselves, and then joined the different pieces like with screws and hot glue and stuff. And this is like the design brief. So it's part of like a space station is the idea. So it's for like a future speculative scenario where humans can't live on the surface of the earth anymore because of like radiation and rising temperatures and stuff. And so they need to move into the space station that orbits Earth. So yeah, it was supposed to be like an arm of a space station. And because again, this is like totally like out there scenario, but in the scenario you have like viruses, like kind of like the coronavirus, I guess, like mutating and infecting people. And so you need to separate humans into different classes on the space station so that you can have like people who are not infected at all and the people who are like most infected very separate from one another. And so this was supposed to be like one of the arms of this space station. Again, like pretty out there and definitely requires context and explanation, but I think a cool project nonetheless. So it's supposed to be like one of these arms that you see here of this like quickly sketched. And all of this just to sort of learn about sheet metal and sort of learn about bending sheet metal and applications and stuff, which is probably more interesting than I don't know, than just making like a box or a weird chair or something like that. Sort of more fun.
Like you could sit on that though if you like made it bigger.
Probably.
What?
Maybe if you like cut like along the arm part. I don't know. You can make that a chair if you really wanted to.
Wait, why is there a ping pong ball on top of it?
It's the headrest. When you make it a chair.
Oh,
This like communication tower.
yeah, okay, I hear you. The probe.
I had it lying around, so I just hot glued it to the top. And I think it sort of completes the look a little bit.
Maya's asking,
Mm.
could this be a tool used for beer pong?
Probably, you could probably, I mean,
It seems like you could use it as like a, you know, like how you'd have like the dog tennis ball thrower things, like one of
Yeah.
those.
like a ping pong launcher or something.
Yeah.
You could rob someone with it because it looks like a weapon beyond their time, and then they would be scared. And then like technically it wouldn't be armed robbery because it's not classifiable as in that. Anyways, I'm not. Anyways.
Yep. Thanks. I think it'd be best as a chair. It looks like a really cool chair to me. I don't know.
That was a joke. Anyways.
Next project.
Project. And this is
Whoa.
a cool little animation that I didn't make myself, but just sort of.
Okay, guess what this is? I already know, but
It's just better packaging. So you don't have to rip anything.
True.
yeah.
Is that it?
Look at that cut though.
Yo, that's sick. I don't know how it works, but it looks sick.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works. Wait, so like how do you get it out? It's like, is there a tool you use to like put it into that open and then like I did like pry it out?
It's,
Did you really make any of these boxes?
I actually I didn't make the like. So here's the actual product. It's just
Oh,
like
it's key. Oh.
I did fold some boxes. I would they're somewhere around, but I didn't make like any that are actually with the same specs, but I did some like prototyping and stuff. Like understand the folding of boxes, so that you don't have to use glue. Yeah, I can. This is sort of gonna be a bit longer to explain, but the project is called Munio, and it's this like box, kind of like a Manscaped box. Like I don't know if you're familiar, but it's sort of like a subscription service style thing that gives you like all of the like corona materials that you need. So you have like masks and like antigen tests and other fun stuff like hand sanitizer, breath mints. I don't know, not really, this isn't really important. The more important like design that we did was more like a service design. So here are like some banners that we did. Yeah, so it's like it's a box that you get sent to you, and then it has like stuff that you ordered in it, and then you can reorder that stuff with like a subscription service. So it like keeps showing up. So if you need, I don't know, like if you need so and so many masks every month, you can sort of like enter that into the app, and then you get it in this nice box every month. So yeah, and then there's like the big box and the little box. They have these modules. The big box holds 4, the small one holds 2. The big box is Munio, the little one is the Minio.
Hey.
And so yeah, one of these modules would hold like 15 masks, an antigen test, or like one of each of these like different things. Like I said, this isn't like, this can be exchanged for other stuff, if you were to actually put this into like proper like production. But essentially it's a concept for like a startup business. The sticker on the front that you saw like here, see it really okay, but like it's like this sticker right here, there's like this foil here, and then it becomes like a reusable sticker that you can put on other stuff, which is like in the vein of sustainability, like not just throwing away plastic and stickers and stuff. But yeah, I'll show that in a second. So yeah, the brand values, I guess, are sort of about sustainability in all of that as well, because like face mask production has obviously like increased drastically since the start of COVID, and sort of figuring out ways how to make the whole process a little bit more sustainable was something we wanted to do with this. And so we like, one of the things that's offered with this whole service is that you return your masks once they've been used, and then they get recycled into like other plastic products, like pallets, like rugged plastics. It's sort of
I thought one of the coolest like parts of this project would be like how you can just like put anything in the little modules that you get.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, if you want to show the videos.
Oh yeah, I can show the videos. But yeah, it's we sort of presented it as this like very versatile product. And this is just like a user journey animation that the graphic designers made. Like talking about how we expect people to sort of experience the brand with like advertisements or word of mouth. And then they go on the website or the app, and they sort of select whatever products they want. And this could be anything. Like in the future, this could change too, but for right now, we've selected like hand sanitizer and masks, etc. Yeah, and then there's also this like returning mask system. Yeah, and it, like yeah, that was a cool little animation. And then the other part of the like final presentation was this sort of like outlook part. So what does this brand look like, not just now, but in the future? So, okay, yeah. So this was our like video. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Oh wait, you probably can't because. No. You can't like. There we go.
This is a message from the year is 2077. COVID-19 is still a threat to our society and has mutated dozens of times since.
Oh damn, bro. Not mutation.
The new development of fast biodegradable plastic in the manufacturing of masks. We now place various plant seeds into the masks so they may sprout in the ground when they are inevitably left on the ground. The past 50 years, Moon has proven to be a versatile product that has gone through multiple rebrandings in order to adapt to the needs of people in current times. We work every day to heal our bruised world, and this is made possible by Moon.
Yeah, so that's sort of like the end of the presentation, I guess. Pretty sort of like weird but cool. Like way of like presenting the whole thing. But yeah, we had our fun. Okay, so here's the next thing. If there's no other like questions or thoughts to this, because I feel like you spent a lot of time on this. Here's the,
Cup holder table.
Yeah, it looks like a coffee table.
Yeah. Wow, how come only some? Oh, the ones facing the couch have cup holders. How come? Okay, what is the black cube on the left that isn't on the other side? And for what reason is it only on one side?
Just asking the important questions.
yeah, it's like it's called Illust.
No, I was gonna say it looks like an IKEA lack.
That's literally what it's for. So it's like a 3D printing project that we did this semester. And starts like it's all based on this like small little like cap module here, and then you have all these other modules that you can put on top of it, and it just like slides up on the legs of the. Yeah, I did a bunch of like 3D printing this semester. And this is sort of like the cap module at the bottom has these ribs, and so it like stays off of the ground, so that it's like not scraping on the ground or anything. And then you like build these other parts on top of it. Yeah, so there's this mug holder, there's these like little shelf holders so that you can put like a second shelf into your table. And then this is like a pen holder or like silverware if you're eating at the table. Something like that. Yeah, so this is like the actual 3D prints that I made for my table. And then I put them on there.
TV remote holder?
Yo,
Wait, so they stop getting like lost in the
yo,
Wait.
that's sick. That's breezy.
Really cool piece of wood at my university, and I just use it now as a shelf in my little box. And then yeah, that's
That's so dope.
yeah, it's pretty cool. It's like it's a furniture.
furniture.
More than it is. Yeah, and then this is like some just renders that I made. Just like different like combinations that you could do with all of these different modules. So this is like super standard. You could paint it all white, very style, or you could do like socks. Stuff like that.
Fuzzy socks.
Oh, multi-layer.
Yeah. So and
The illest.
list.
Most dope. Yeah. Like now I want to get one of those IKEA tables to put those things on.
Yeah, I'm gonna put all of the.
Wait, yeah. Are you selling? Are you selling that art? I have a lack right there.
That's so sick. No, I won't. I won't sell them. I don't want to make money off of it. I want to.
Oh wait, okay, my fault.
Like open
Never
source.
mind. But
To do it like open source. So we want to post the designs on Thingiverse, which is like the biggest like 3D printing website there is, and then people like anybody can go and download the designs and 3D print it if they have a 3D printer.
oh, okay, that's dope.
You could probably just
That's good shit.
you maybe could like bust into Snell and use their 3D printer. Maybe.
Imagine, bro.
They might
Accessorize
charge
the
you
lack
for
for free. Yeah, I mean, I feel like materials for 3D printing cost still money.
Not,
It's just like standard PLA, which is not too expensive, I think.
yeah, standard PLA is pretty cheap. But Northeasterners, some
Facts.
pinchers.
Yeah, it's like the idea is to have
You.
open source design that just goes on Thingiverse and that like other people then can expand on as well. Because like obviously everything that I modeled and made is like not everything that could be done. It's a sort of like infinitely expandable system. Like you could add, I don't know, like a phone holder or more specific stuff, I guess, if you wanted it. So like people can model it themselves and then add to the whole system, which is why it's expandable.
IKEA lack. What?
Wait, that's actually wild.
I find it on Thingiverse right now. Is it there already?
Oh, it's not there yet. I still need to do it. I'm not. I'll
Okay.
let you know as soon as it's up. But, yeah, I like just got done with all of these projects, so I still need to like just
Okay.
make.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so like, what is the difference between the design that you do and art?
That's like a question that's like often asked and like very discussed about. There's no like one clear answer. The way I define it, just by my own terms, is that art is something generally like you do to express yourself, and it's like it's kind of for yourself, whereas design like should be for others. And actually represent yourself in any way. Like it's not, you don't like vicariously live through your designs. You can be proud of your designs, but your designs are not for yourself. They're for other people. They're to serve other people.
You can openly hate your designs.
Yeah. And a lot of designers do say like, this is the worst design I've ever made, but it's the most successful one. So.
Oh, damn. That's interesting.
What's an example of that?
I don't think I have a good example, but I know like there's one guy in my product design, like, or he was in a bunch of my classes this semester, and he is like super critical of himself, but he just makes this incredible work. And so whenever he like presented his work, he would I don't know, he would start talking like, yeah, this didn't turn out so great, and like it was kind of, I was kind of struggling, and I was super frustrated, and then I didn't get it to go so well, and then he just has like the best project. And we're all just,
Is he good or are they good?
I mean, I don't know, but he's just like, he's so smart.
Okay.
I think he's just super cynical. Like he's just super like cynical about design, like to a fault. But yeah, I think a lot of designers actually end up being like that. They're just like hypercritical of their own stuff. But
Are you hypercritical
Well,
of your own
like,
stuff?
I guess like
Wow.
Wait, never mind. Yeah, you answer that first.
Not too much. I think generally speaking, I'm pretty happy with things I create. There are like things I would like to, like all of the concepts I have, all of the ideas that I actually end up making, I'm pretty happy with. The execution I'm sometimes unhappy with. Like I wish I was like just better at 3D modeling, better at using Photoshop, that kind of thing. But
Yeah.
that's also something that like, you know, I've just learned in like the past 1.5 years, and that kind of stuff takes much longer than that to get really good at it, generally speaking. So I think I like most of my concepts. Execution, I'm pretty critical.
What is like do you have a general theme for your concepts that like you've noticed yet, or that you like intentionally put there?
Not really. No, not at all. It's something that I would like to develop. Is sort of like a visual language for my designs, and what a lot of designers end up going on to do when they like if you're a designer and you found your own studio, for instance, like your own design studio, and then you have like furniture companies coming to you saying like, would you design this new, you know, collection of furniture? And then you know, you sort of put your visual language on whatever furniture you're designing, for instance. I have not found that for myself yet. I think that requires a lot of like practice and a lot of iterations, and like being very confident in your own design, which I am definitely not after just, you know, studying for a year and a half.
Yeah.
But so yeah, that's why also I don't like want to like right out of the gate like start freelance designing. Like I think I would rather work in like a design firm or a company, and sort of like work under people and like sort of figure out how they do it, and then sort of work my way up, which sounds like very like corporate capitalistic, but I think there is some merit to it in the design world.
Yeah, you like get to like practice your own thing before having to do it all. Yeah, that makes sense. Do you have a question, Kevin?
No, that was so long ago. But like, I mean, I guess it makes sense if like if the designs for other people, they'd be hypercritical because, yeah, I don't know, they don't want it to cause any harm for the user. But also, I
Yeah.
guess studying abroad, I think you mentioned like taking on new languages, obviously, because you are no longer in America.
Well, so
I
the
mean,
language
obviously.
is too much of an issue for me. I grew up speaking German at home, so like language
Mhm.
hasn't too much of an issue. My German is definitely not as good as my English, but like it's not like bad. Like I speak well. I speak more or less fluently, but sort of I guess my English is like on a pretty academic level, let's say, because like I went to high school in America, so like, you know, whereas my German is
You have an
totally,
accent when you speak German.
no, my accent is pretty good. People can't tell that I
Yeah.
Oh damn, you blend in.
All right. Okay, we're talking about memes now. Give us a very detailed explanation of the last meme that you saved on your phone.
Oh my God. I'm gonna have to look what it is. I save way too much
Last
stuff.
meme I saved on my phone.
I save way too much stuff and then I don't go back and look at it. There's some stuff I don't know. I don't even know if you can like categorize it as memes though. I think like memes have sort of, I want to say devolved, but I guess it is more like just changed into like these like 3-second clips of like just random audio tracks like over things happening. It's the weirdest sounds, and it just like makes me crack up. But also, I think memes have also like gone back into sort of like being ironic about what memes were like in 2012. So there's like a lot of like, you know, the impact font, black outline, like what I just like, you know, put in the like game show thing. Kind of stuff kills me every time. So yeah, I have this meme here. It's just that. It's like the impact font, black outline. It's a picture of SpongeBob and Patrick in like Men in Black suits, kind of, and it's like super low quality.
SpongeBob.
And they're like holding guns like out to the side, and the meme says, "People got two choices in this world: be a smart fella or a fart smeller."
Dog, shut up. Oh my god.
A
bro.
smart fella or a fart smeller?
Fart smell. That's good. That's on it. That's good. That's really good.
That's really, yeah, that's great. Smart fella or a fart smeller?
Fart smeller. Drug dealer.
Oh wow, this is like incredibly low quality.
Exactly what I like. This is the only thing that makes me laugh.
Yeah, if you're watching right now and want to see this meme for yourself, hit Yannick's DMs. Thank you.
Hit like and subscribe.
Oh yeah, that too. Anyways, so like people say a lot that to be funny, you have to be perceptive, and you're like a really funny person. Do you like agree with that?
Yeah. No, I don't think of myself as a funny person. I'll start by saying that. I really don't. 'Cause, like when I compare myself to some of my friends who I think are like funny people who I know I will laugh like whenever I talk with them or speak with them. Yeah, I actually I think yeah, those tend to be like pretty perceptive people. I have like one friend in mind who's like he's, I don't know, we've been out and like he's like observing stuff and I'm like super oblivious to everything, and he's like, yeah, those guys were like talking about ketamine back there, and I was like, what? That's like one example. So
The meme.
and he, like, for me, he's like definitely one of my like funniest friends. So I mean, I guess I agree, but I don't think of myself as a funny person. So I guess if you guys think I'm a funny person, then I guess I disagree. I also don't think of myself as like particularly perceptive. I mean, obviously, it sort of like depends on the situation, but not like a just living. I don't like look at details of stuff.
Mhm.
I don't even know what it means to be funny anymore.
Yeah, it's like it's so like
Because like as I got older and like my personality changed, my humor completely changed. So like I don't know, man. Maybe it'll come back. I lost it for a bit though.
The definition of funny. Kevin lost it.
Nah, man, I saw this thing and it was like anyways, I saw this thing. I saw this thing and it was like the humor I used to be into was just based on like yeah, just like I mean like all of the above, like sexism, every ism essentially, capitalism even. Like I mean like because like in order for certain humor to exist, it has to like consider a thing as a norm, but considering many things as a norm is like harmful. So Yeah, that was their take, and I was like, oh wait, that's crazy. I feel like do I need to like explain more?
I think I get it.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, it's like that's really like big though. But yeah, I understand. Like I think I have sort of a similar experience, but like a lot of the humor I used to appreciate also, and honestly like still sometimes do, but much less than I used to, was also like based on like, I don't know, yeah, like some kind of racism or sexism or something very crass, I guess. But for me, I guess it's also, there's like different reasons for finding things funny. For me, it was always like, oh my God, I can't believe like anyone ever would post this on the internet. And that's like, I guess why I found it funny. But I think other people found it funny because it was just like too true or something like that.
Because it's true.
I don't know, like posting like a really like hardcore like stereotype or some kind of something like that, and then you saying like, I would find it funny, let's say, because that's just like insane, and like I would assume this person doesn't actually believe what they're saying, like they're just saying it sort of as a joke, and that like the context there, I guess, is very important. Whereas I think other people would probably go to that, like, I guess less, more like racist people, for instance, would go to that and be like, oh, that's like so true, or something like that.
Yeah. I've seen some things about like, there was the meme about how Donald Trump Jr. posted like there was like a leftist meme about how like under Trump, and then there was like a plane flying by and like dropping bombs, and then it was like under Biden, it was like the same plane flying by, but it had like a pride flag on it and like Hello Kitty on the bombs or something, and like
Yeah,
Donald
that's how it goes.
Donald Trump Jr. reposted that, and like I'm pretty sure the point of the meme was that the government is bad
Either way.
either way, but like I think Donald Trump was just like, now the bombs are lamer. I don't even know. It's just like, yeah.
Oh, true. It's how you view it. Crazy. Memes are DBQs. No, memes are, what is it? Well, no, it's DBQs because it's the source evaluation.
Human-based question. Yep.
Based
Memes are going to be on your A-push final in 3 years.
What August just talked about? No, I mean 3 years. I don't know. That might be kind of soon.
Next year, Donald Trump
Next
Jr.
year.
reposting that meme on Instagram will be on your A-push final.
And then wait, that's actually like crazy though. Wow.
Saw this
Anyways,
like this person would, like, I think like come out of a coma, and this other person was like explaining to them what has like happened, and they were like, wait, so all this happened because a monkey died in a zoo a bunch of years ago? And the like, it was an oversimplification of the facts, but essentially yes. I just thought that was so great.
Yeah.
wait, when was that? I don't even remember.
That was like 2016.
No way. No, it was only 4 years ago. Damn.
That was 5 years ago.
Oh, 5.
2016 was
Damn.
5 years ago.
It's so crazy that there's like a
That sucks. Why has it been so long?
pinpoint and say like, this is when memes the way they are today started, and like it's been sort of like a, like you could like trace it kind of like a blockchain, like
Yeah. Yeah.
and there's documentation about it through the internet.
Yeah. As well, there's your camera roll too.
Yeah.
If you still have memes from like 2016.
iFunny.
iFunny. iFunny like definitely performed very bad things on my brain.
Yeah. Yeah.
iFunny. I don't even know the last time I had iFunny.
Okay, well, last question, Yannick. What is the secret to your swag? Oh, we didn't even talk about robes. Whatever. What is the secret to your swag, Yannick?
I was like dreading this question because I know you ask it every time. But what's the I think like people constantly reinvent themselves, and so as long as you're sort of doing whatever feels right for yourself, like in the right now, in the present, I think you can make like most things, whether, I mean, I guess like whether that's fashion or like anything really, any kind of lifestyle decision, you can make look swaggy or like it's always sort of, I guess, like a matter of perspective, and the way you present yourself and the confidence you present yourself with. And I've been like trying to also look at that like on a very, I mean, mostly on a fashion level, recently, where I like walk through the streets and I'm like, you know, obviously there's a lot of people with like very standout outfits, like, you know, showing off their crazy clothing and their like off-white Jordans and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, that's great, that's cool, but like, what are like the people who don't like, you know, who aren't as you know, outstanding, let's say, look like, and like, are they still swaggy if they like swaggy? Are they still cool? Are they still appealing if they are still, you know, carrying themselves with a certain confidence, like, you know, the way they walk and sort of language, that kind of thing. And I think you can make most most looks look cool if you know, if your mindset and your presentation of yourself is in your own confidence. I don't know. Yeah,
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good answer. It's like your environment is always changing. And so sometimes you'll have to change to stay true to yourself in that environment.
yeah. And I even think like you could go
Yeah.
further and say like sometimes you have to change even if your environment doesn't change. Like I think, I mean, like on an entirely like biological level, right? Like our body is constantly like replacing the cells that it has. And so I think like you have sort of the opportunity, without sounding too like existential life coachy, like, you have the opportunity to kind of like reinvent yourself most days, or every day, I guess. You can sort of like redefine how you want to look and how you want to present yourself. Obviously that is made easier if you like move to a new environment. So let's say if I move to like a different city, it's obviously easier to present myself differently to people who I don't know, because I think most people fall into sort of a comfort zone or a standard way of how they present themselves to people they know, like their friends and family and so on.
Yeah. That's a pretty good answer. Well, that's all we had for today. Thank you for coming on our show.
Thanks for
thank you-
showing us your products for
Thank
design.
you
Rather.
to Maya and Shu Annie and SNS for being here with us. And yeah, this is our last episode for a while.
Yeah, August is going to Thailand and never coming back.
Yep, pretty much. I'm just fleeing the country.
Fleeing the country. Wait, how's the pandemic in Thailand?
I don't know. I don't know.
Nice.
I think
Probably
it's
better than here.
yeah, probably better than here.
Definitely better than here.
I hope so. But yeah. Dad, play the outro, please. We are Unlock the Swag. We didn't talk at all about fashion.
That just goes to show how much there is to learn.
Yeah. Yannick is truly
Unlock the
A
swag.
multifaceted character. Wait, is there like so like I'm kind of like in graphic design circles, and so I know for a fact there's like graphic design guys and like graphic designer stereotype, and the stereotype is kind of like cuffed jean and mini beanie and like cigarettes and slow tie changed my life and that sort of shit. Is there like a similar thing for product design?
That's so funny. Slow tie. Every time I've like started listening to one of the songs, I just like don't finish it because I feel like I don't want to keep listening.
Oh damn.
I don't know if that's a hot take or not, but I really just can't get into it.
That's okay. It's okay.
But okay, it's funny because
Time.
Scribe is like literally like my good friend from product design. Is literally he has the beating, but I think that's like a very that has less to do with him being a product designer and more like with Berlin. Like there's a very Berlin look. Like if you look up like Berlin outfits, it's like it's pretty clear. And like also Berlin apartment is literally all the same shit. Like it's these like Euro pallets, like these wooden pallets and like lots of plants and like I don't know.
I googled Berlin outfits and it all looks like 2012 Arctic Monkey vibes.
That's pretty accurate. So, black, like weird haircuts, lots of cigarettes.
Yeah.
I mean, within sort of like my product design circle, I honestly see almost no standards. There are like, yeah. And I think that has more to do with, I think it's a pretty like geographical thing actually, because at the university, it's like, it's super international. We didn't even talk about this either, but the university is like, it's everything's like in English, it's not in German. And so it's like totally built for international students.
Yeah.
So most people, two people in my product design program who are actually from Germany, from Berlin. And
Oh.
there's a girl from like Ecuador, there's a girl from Mexico. So there's the like hypercritical guy I was talking about, he's from Iceland.
That's why he's so cold-hearted. Sorry.
There's a girl from Sweden. There's another guy from Norway. Yeah, like there's like so many different countries represented. There's a girl from Egypt, two girls from Egypt actually. So yeah, I think there's like almost no standard within that as far as I can tell. But yeah, I think product designers can be very like kind of almost what you're describing, sort of, you know, like the short beanie and like, you know, very like artsy, vibey, like tiny kind of thing. They can be that, absolutely, especially if they're doing like like very designy things, like things that sort of edge a little bit on art, I guess. But I think a lot of people can be like almost like can feel almost like engineer type people, you know, like
Whoa. I'm an engineer. No, I'm just really not an engineer.
This company actually here in Berlin, and they have a product and interior designer, like an industrial designer, and he was doing work that I was like super interested in, but he's like definitely not like anything like what you're describing. Like he's super into like racing bikes, like street bikes, and like he just wears like a jeans and like Nike Flyknit Freeze to work. That's his vibe.
Yeah.
So it's like I think it's totally different. For like product designers don't have like a standard, if you ask me, but that's been sort of my experience with it so far.
Yeah. I guess
Yeah, August just froze. Now you're back, August.
Is August back?
Oh, I see his video.
Am I?
Oh,
Oh yeah, I can see
Am I
you.
back?
Yeah.
Okay. I think the internet just shitted itself for a little bit. As,
You said
as it
Google or
might.
yours?
My whole house. Who's they and Anastasia and Mina?
Those are my graphic design friends.
Oh,
Hey.
shout out to the graphic design friends. Yeah.
So Bea, she's from Italy. Anastasia is from Estonia, and Mina's from Norway.
Ooh,
Damn, I have a limited
international
worldview.
crew. Yeah, Kevin, leave freaking Boston.
Bro, there's a pandemic going on.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
I'm not being. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, it was a joke. I didn't even say it.
Ships weren't built for harbors.
Reminds me of like I don't even know if I can say this, but
Here,
born-
should we cut the stream first?
Yeah, yo, should we cut the stream if it was that deep?
That would-
We better get banned.
yeah.
Actually, yeah. Wait, before you cut the stream, or did you already cut it?
I don't know.
Um,
Oh, and they're
my
super cool.
messages from my friends. They're telling me to like say all these like words, like work in words.
Ada says, "Say it. Say it." Say it.
Turtles with ass cancer.
Nice.
I'll tell you the reason. We were working like when we were doing the Munio project. I was working with Ada and Mina. You can, and Beatrice as well. Yeah. And we were like, I don't know if you saw if you remember like the little turtle from the.
Yeah. Oh, does the turtle have ass cancer because it tried to eat a mask and then that's so sad. That's so sad. That's fucked up.
Saving turtles with ass cancer.
Good for you guys. Good for you guys. No, actually,
Munio.
that's such a good like product idea. That's like such a good product idea.
I actually I think it would be quite successful if you like made it to like.
Yeah. Munio. Especially because like it'll be useful after a pandemic.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It could be like some real mutual aid sort of shit too. Yeah. You'd be like, I need toilet paper. And then you'd be like, got it. And then you recycle the roll. You send the roll back and then they put more toilet paper on. Big brain.
Imagine that. Say that.
Yeah. Ops.
They're popping off.
Yeah. Damn. Turtles with ass cancer. Damn. Damn. Wait, do you guys do the graphic designers in watching the stream, did you guys like my graphic or was it bad? Please be honest. I'm actually like not mentally stable enough for a critique right now, but just give me a thumbs up.
Damn, G.
Here
With the manic episode. I just wonder, like, what do they know that I don't know?
They're just good at art, dude. Like, look at this. This is okay. So actually, they asked me to work this in as well.
Oh damn, bro. About to be in awe, dead ass.
They we did this like Secret Santa thing in our group, and we have this running joke as well that I eat like bell peppers, like apples, like just as a snack. I'll just wash it and just like eat it.
Yeah.
Which I guess is like a weird thing to do. Like they were all like,
That's not that weird.
I don't think it's that weird either, but
It's like a little weird, but not that weird.
and so like they sort of caught me like with a bell pepper in my mouth, literally. Like a couple of times. And so for the Secret Santa, Ada drew me, who's this like one of my buddies, he's from Turkey. He drew me this and printed this like bell pepper.
That's hard. With the little Basquiat crown, I see you, Ada. That's hard.
Damn.
That's hard.
That's crazy.
Are you gonna frame it and put it on your wall or what, Yannick?
And the nice thing is it's like he made it like for my room as well, because it's like I have all of these like yellow accents in my room. Like I have, anyway, I don't know if you can see it, but I have yellow chairs. You see that?
Whoa.
You have yellow chairs.
Drop
Everything-
the Addy. We pulling up.
Everything is yellow. I have like yellow mugs, like fucking yellow mug. Yeah, everything is yellow, and I have the big like New Mexico flag, which is obviously yellow, and so it like fits into my room well.
Oh, is that New Mexico?
Yeah, exactly. It's a New Mexico flag.
Oh, I didn't know that was New Mexico. Oh, damn. Crazy.
Yeah, so I need to frame this, but they're just like good at art, man. Just like make things look nice. Like things just look good.
Revere.
But I think graphic
Reveration.
can be a lot of different things. You can graphic design is like so infinite in terms of like what you can do, and like it also like really depends. Like I think you're probably thinking about graphic design, August, in terms of like, does this look good or does it not look good, just like generally speaking. But I think you could judge it more based on like, does it fulfill a purpose, right? Like, does it, or like, yeah, like is the like message that I'm trying to convey with the graphic
Yeah.
conveyed?
Yeah.
Like,
That's
you can
usually what I go for.
make things like purposely like look bad, but that's like exactly what you wanted, and that's then successful graphic design in a way.
Oh, I hadn't even thought of that.
As long as the context is right, like the storytelling sort of.
Yeah. The visual language. Yeah. We used to, like, basically at the end of our show, like when people were watching, but like after we cut the cams, we just have people join our Zoom call because like basically it was all people that we knew.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know if your friends want to do that or if Kevin wants to do that.
Oh, damn, bro. I'm down. Even though my social battery is shot, I'm down.
Yeah, it's kind of late for them, so they may go to sleep. I don't know. It's what you just said next time.
Bedtime. Oh, right. It's like midnight 30 for you guys. Central European time, right? Period.
Central European time.
Yes.
Kira.
Is Kira in Central European time right now?
Yeah, Kira's in freaking.
What?
I'm fake. Is it Norway or Finland? It's Finland.
Is it? I thought it was Norway. Oh, fuck. We're both fake.
Wait, no. I mean, I can just check Snap Maps, right?
Maybe.
Wait a minute.
She's in Finland? What? Why? I thought she was at school.
Oh, because she went home to see her mom.
Oh.
Okay, it's Finland. Yeah, it's Finland, right?
Yannick, are you ever coming back to the United States?
Yeah, the night is still young. Yeah, I mean, I want to at some point. The crazy thing is, like, it's been like kind of impossible. I was at my, I think I said this, and I was at my parents' house over the summer last summer, and then over winter. But that's like pretty easy to do because there's a straight shot flight from
Boston.
Boston to Frankfurt and then Frankfurt, Berlin, which is like super. So, or you can do Munich, Berlin, Munich, Boston too. And my brother lives in Munich, so he just takes that flight.
Wait, are we still live?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I was gonna ask where in Cape Cod you lived, but your parents rather. I guess technically.
I remember. Yeah, I remember when you
I guess
said
I
you were
know
in
the
Cape
Cape.
Cod, and then you're like, August, let's hang out, and I was like, I'm not in Boston. That was so sad.
It's truly tragic.
Yeah.
It was kind of a like really weird like summer, and like being at my parents' house is just so weird for me because it's like they moved the same summer that I moved, and like I don't know, it's just so weird because it's like going home to my parents, but like a completely different.
Yeah.
Not feel like home. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I know the vibe.
I know the vibe.
Probably going to be in Boston for like the next few years, coming fall. So if you're in Cape Cod, I'll pull up, or I'll pull up, I guess. Yeah.
I'll let you know. I'll stay in touch with her. And
Yeah.
I want to. I don't know. I want to just get back to Albuquerque too and like see all of those people.
Yeah.
It's gonna have been like in 2 years soon, where I just like haven't seen anyone. I just like fucked off and like gone. It's just so crazy to me. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, like we were talking earlier about like culture shock. Like culture shock was like nothing compared to just like being by myself all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I have good people who I know here, but it was like there was no transition period. It was just like one day you're there and one day you're gone.
Yeah.
We just left and I haven't been back.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know. It's insane. And it's like I think it's gonna be a whole like tidal wave of emotions when I go back and I'm finally like, I know you people. Hello.
Yeah. Yeah. Culture shock. Wait, they really did just like drop you in Berlin in your own apartment and were like, peace out, kid.
Kind of. I mean, it was, yeah, a bit. Like the summer went, yeah. So my parents and I came over to Berlin and we found the apartment. Like again, the kind of the other thing, like universities don't have dorms.
Yeah.
I have my own apartment. And everybody has to basically have their own apartment. There's no like student living. I mean, like student living, but it's not associated with the university. So yeah, we found the apartment and set up like and then I signed the contract. Exactly, signed the like rental contract or whatever.
The lease.
And then we went to my grandparents' house, which is in like West Germany. Berlin is farther east. Yeah, and then we hung out there for a couple days. All like my shit together, like all my clothes and stuff, and then my parents flew back to the United States because they had to work and like do their own thing. And then my grandparents, and I couldn't move in right away. That's the thing with the apartment. I couldn't move in right away. I had to wait until September 24th, I think, when I could move in. Of 2019. So yeah, then my grandparents came up with me and they stayed in a hotel. And as soon as I was, and then we like picked up all the IKEA furniture. And I had like, and then my grandparents were here and they were in a hotel and I was like we built the couch first, which is like my bed, like a pull-out couch. And then we didn't even have like my the word my closet. Jesus. I didn't even have like my closet built or like my tables built or anything. It was just the couch. And then I stayed the night here. And then on the day I had orientation day at my university, which is it's really nice. It's like 10 minutes walk. So, which is like it's so convenient. So close because so many people. I mean, Berlin is very spread out. Like a lot of people, they live like an hour away from the university. Yeah, like my best friend in product design, he lives like an hour and a half away. He lives like outside of Berlin. Which is great. Like he commutes to the university, like he gets up super early and he like has to take the train and like everything. That's sort of like a special case, but like not like ridiculously uncommon at the same time to have like really long commutes with public transportation. But yeah, anyway, it was crazy. And then for the first like first like month and a half, I like didn't have Wi-Fi here. And so and my grandparents left after like we built the closet and like all the other furniture. Very much literally just those three things, like my desk, my closet, and my bed. Like the three things. And then oh yeah, and then we got my washing machine in here as well. They helped me with that and like
You had to put your so adult putting your own washing machine.
Your own washing machine?
I have
Do they not have laundromats?
well,
But I don't know. Having your own is actually gas, though.
I was like, I'm not about to go to a fucking laundromat and just like sit there for an hour and a half just to do my washing machine, and then have like a drying rack and just dry their clothes. It's actually pretty like not standard to have dryers in Germany, which is like also like a sustainability thing because dryers a lot of energy. But here, let me see if I can. Yeah, you see this camera now. See, there's my.
Oh,
Yo, the
cute.
apartment, the young apartment.
Studio.
Which is the pull-out couch. There's the table.
Yeah. the
Oh, the luck with the accessories. Accessories.
illest lack.
All my shoes, and then the like, bathroom is back there.
Wait, fuck.
Tell us about your shoe game.
Your game is weak as fuck right now.
Impossible. I know you got those Raf Simon Smiths.
Yeah, you know the vibes on that. You know how.
Yeah, I know. I
got those kind of as like a graduation gift from my parents.
Mhm.
Yeah, those are probably my nicest shoes. They're just better now than they ever have because they kind of look a bit scuffed. So they almost look like buying like Golden Goose Superstars. You know how they're all like
Yeah.
I can show you. They're so tight. I love these.
Your friends are saying stop ignoring you and let them join the Zoom call.
All right, let me
Oh, damn. Oh, wait.
chat. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
Yannick is just too excited. Sorry.
I was not looking at the chat at all. Here, copy, and then send it to our-
Big ass
Oh,
R
damn.
on my Smiths. Big ass R on my whips.
Oh my god, bro. Cute. I forget how the song goes.
Wait,
No, no,
I'm
no,
looking
no,
up
no,
at
no.
the lyrics. Can you turn off? Do you want to turn
I'm
off
gonna
the
go eat.
stream?
Wait. Actually, turn
Also,
off
can you make me the
stream,
host
sir?
if you're leaving?
I feel like it makes you the host automatically.
No, my dad is the host right now.
Unless it ends the meeting. That would suck.
Yeah.
Yucky.
Oh, yeah, Dad, you can just leave.
Wait, did he turn off the stream? He might have just like dipped.
he's still here.
No, but he might have just left his computer. Yeah, we're done with YouTube chats, I think.
Just saw it, like they called me too. I had